me show you one thing that almost all these 30-plus-year-old Mercedes need, particularly if they're diesels, because the diesel fuel tends to develop more gum and algae in it than gasoline. But watch what happens when I turn the key on. Look closely at the fuel gauge. Look at that. Jumps right up to full. Now I know I don't have full tank here. I'm too Dutch to put full fuel in this 300 SD. But let's talk about how we're going to fix this problem. We're going to have to begin by removing the fuel sending unit at the fuel tank. To get to the sending unit in a W126 chassis, you have to remove the upper part of the back seat and pull this padding back, and then you'll see this black cover. The cover needs to be removed. You can see the wiring plug, and then we're going to get our big special socket to get that sending unit out. The socket we sell for the fuel tank screen also works for the fuel sending unit. You just have to get that on there and then get a 17mm socket and take the sending unit out by loosening it. Now this is real important. I'm going to warn you here. When you do pull that fuel sending unit out of the hole, make sure you have a drip pan handy, because this thing's going to drip all over the place. So we've got this big pan, and we're going to put it right up next to the sending unit. Okay, there we go. Oh, there it comes. See it squirt? Now we're just put it on the side. We'll take it out to the workbench, and we're going to take this apart and inspect it. Just look at the amount of fuel that drained out of that sending unit, and you can look at the bottom here, and you can already see how gunked up that is. That's algae in diesel fuel, and it will get inside the sending unit and gum it up so it doesn't work properly. So in my kit, I show you how to take this apart, provide you with a special tool, and you'll be able to take this apart and clean it and get it back in the car. 80% of the time, I found that you can get it working again just by cleaning it. This one is really filthy. I mean, this is ranks right up there as one of the most filthy sending units I've taken apart. As you notice on this one, the ground wire was broken, and what I've done is I've bent the tab to give me a little more length to that tab so the wire will reach. This is really kind of a two-man operation. I'm going to have Ryan here hold that wire while I try to solder it. And just so you know, I have not had very good success trying to repair those real fine wires if you break them. So once again, just be very careful when you clean this unit. Now we're ready to reinstall it in the car. If it doesn't work, all I can say is there's something wrong with the unit itself, and you'll probably have to replace it with a